The 1970s were a decade of extremes in music. On one hand, you had the Titans bands like Led Zeppelin, Fleetwood Mac, and Pink Floyd, who could pack stadiums and reshape culture. On the other, the era was littered with artists who struck gold just once, capturing lightning in a bottle with a single track that defined their career. These one-hit wonders are more than just trivia answers. Each of them had a story, a flash of brilliance, a collision with cultural timing, and in many cases, the cruel weight of the music industry. What makes them fascinating isn't just the music they left behind, but the way their legacies lived on long after they disappeared. So let's take a deep dive into 15 unforgettable one-hit wonders of the 70s songs that dominated airwaves, made their artists household names for a season, and then left behind little more than echoes. No list of 70s one-hit wonders is complete without Wild Cherry. Play That Funky Music was funky, bold, and unforgettable, a rock band diving headfirst into funk and disco at just the right moment. Yes, I did. The track went number 1, sold over 2 million copies, and became an instant classic. But Wild Cherry couldn't evolve as disco took over. By 1979, they had split. Yeah, they were dancing and singing and moving to the moving. The song, however, never left. From weddings to nightclubs, it remains one of the most enduring party anthems in history. With its suggestive lyrics disguised under sunny harmonies, Afternoon Delight shot to number 1 and even won 2 Grammys. For a brief period, the Starland vocal band looked like they might ride the wave of soft rock to long-term success. But lightning didn't strike twice. Sky rockets in flight. Afternoon Delight. Their follow-up albums fell flat, and a short-lived variety show only sealed their fate. Decades later, the song was reborn in comedy thanks to Anchorman, proving that kitsch can sometimes be timeless. But they fought with expert timing. Recorded in just 10 minutes as filler, Kung Fu Fighting became a global sensation at the height of the martial arts craze. The disco beat, paired with Douglas's enthusiastic delivery, made it irresistible. But novelty is a tricky business. Douglas couldn't escape the gimmick, and his career faded almost instantly. In fact, it was a little bit frightening. Yet Kung Fu Fighting endures as a party anthem, one of those songs that people know even if they don't know who sang it. With its fuzzed-out guitar riff and gospel choir backing, Spirit in the Sky felt like divine intervention. It sold over 2 million copies, became a staple of classic rock radio, and remains one of the most licensed songs in film and advertising history. The irony? Norman Greenbaum was a Jewish folk singer who wrote a Christian rock anthem almost as a joke. None of his follow-ups came close to matching it. Today, Spirit in the Sky is still hailed as one of the greatest one-hit wonders of all time. On a western bay and it serves. Few songs better capture the storytelling tradition of 70s rock than Brandy. Pass the time away, talk about their home. A sailor's ballad turned top 10 hit. It made Looking Glass overnight stars. Brandy, you're fine, what a good But the band struggled with identity, bouncing between soft rock and harder-edged material that failed to connect. By the mid-70s, they were gone. Brandy, however, found a second life in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, introducing the song to a whole new generation. For a moment, the Knack seemed unstoppable. Their debut single, My Sharona, was an explosive #1 hit, hailed by critics and marketed as a Beatles-like revival. But the hype quickly turned toxic. Accusations of corporate manipulation, coupled with the band's own arrogance in the press, sparked a backlash. By their second album, the Knack were being dismissed as a flash in the pan. Ironically, My Sharona has endured as one of the most recognizable rock riffs of all time, immortalized everywhere from reality bites to baseball stadiums. Just for a rainy evening. Best known as Hutch from Starsky and Hutch, David Soul made the leap from TV stardom to music with his ballad, Don't Give Up on Us. Love left, even so. To everyone's surprise, it became a chart-topping hit in both the US and UK. But audiences largely saw Soul as an actor first, musician second. There's still a little love left. His follow-ups fizzled, and by the 1980s, he had returned to acting full-time. His brief chart success stands as a classic case of the celebrity crossover curse. Where are you, sweet lollipop? Here am I with such a... Norman Hurricane Smith was already a legend behind the boards, having engineered albums for the Beatles and Pink Floyd. But when he stepped in front of the mic, his quirky, old-fashioned pop single became a surprise hit, peaking at #3 on the Billboard Hot 100. But anyway, what would you say? The problem? Smith's nasal vocal delivery and vaudeville style didn't resonate beyond that novelty. He quietly returned to producing, leaving behind a single eccentric gem. Yes, I'm stuck in the middle with you, and I'm one. With its Dylan-esque delivery and unforgettable riff, Stuck in the Middle with You seemed destined to make Steelers Wheel a major name in rock. It's so hard to keep the smile from my face. Losing control, yeah. But behind the scenes, tensions between band members, particularly Gary Rafferty and Joe Egan, tore them apart. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right, here I am. Rafferty later found solo success with Baker Street, but the band never got a second hit. Slap you on the back and say, please. The song itself was reborn decades later, thanks to Quentin Tarantino's Reservoir Dogs, where its jaunty rhythm scored one of cinema's most chilling scenes. Before disco fully exploded, George McCrae dropped a track that would set the stage for the genre's dominance. Rock Your Baby sold over 11 million copies worldwide, making it one of the first true disco smashes. Yet despite this monumental success, McCrae never found a second wind. His wife, Gwen McCrae, actually enjoyed a longer career in soul and disco. Still, Rock Your Baby is regarded by music historians as one of the foundational disco tracks. an influence on artists as big as Michael Jackson and ABBA.
We is heading for Bear on I-10 about a mile out of Shaky Town. I says,
Few songs capture a cultural fad quite like Convoy, riding the mid-70s South CB radio craze. C.W. McCall's novelty track hit #1 on both the pop and country charts.
Big man, this here's a duck, and you want to back off them hogs? 10-4.
Suddenly, trucker slang and rebel attitude were blasting out of every speaker. But when the CB radio boom fizzled, so did McCall's career.
trucks and all, but there's a roadblock up on the cloverleaf, and them bears is wall to wall.
While he never replicated his success, Convoy lives on as a kitschy, nostalgic snapshot of Americana, and it even inspired a cult film of the same name.
Ooh, child, things get brighter.
One of the most uplifting songs of its time, Oh Osh Child became an anthem of hope during a turbulent era.
We'll put it together and we'll get it undone someday.
The Five Stairsteps, often dubbed the first family of soul, blended gospel harmonies with pop sensibilities, scoring a top 10 hit.
Someday when I want it much brighter.
But as funk and disco gained traction, their softer sound felt out of step. Despite later attempts to reinvent themselves, they never matched the magic of Oh Osh Child. The song, however, has proven immortal, covered by everyone from Nina Simone to Tupac, and featured in films like Guardians of the Galaxy. A hit so infectious, it almost didn't matter that Edison Lighthouse wasn't really a band at all. The song was the product of session musicians, with Tony Burrows providing vocals.
Gotta tell her that I love her endlessly.
Once Love Grows hit #1 in the UK and #5 in the US, a touring version of the band was quickly assembled, but the magic couldn't be replicated. With no real cohesion or creative backbone, Edison Lighthouse faded almost as quickly as they appeared. Yet the song has had a curious afterlife, resurfacing in commercials, movies, and even TikTok trends decades later. Produced by Tommy James of Money Money fame, Tighter was a soulful pop rock hit tailor-made for summer love. The Brooklyn band Alive and Kickin' shot up to #7 on Billboard, but their success unraveled quickly. Creative disputes, weak follow-ups, and industry mismanagement killed their momentum. By 1971, they were already fading from view. The song remains a nostalgic gem, one of those tracks that instantly transports you to the youth and innocence of the early 70s. Hey, Rocklore community! Before we continue, let's have a real talk for a second, bro. You know, this isn't just a channel to us. And I hope it's not just a place you come to watch a video and then forget about it. This is a community. It's a place where we get to dig up the secrets of rock and roll, share our favorite riffs, and celebrate the artists who maybe didn't get the love they deserved. Right now, only about 1% of our viewers are subscribed. We can change that together and grow this community. All you have to do is hit that subscribe button with the notification bell on. When you do, you're not just helping a channel grow, you're becoming a member of the Rocklore family. You're signaling to us and to YouTube that these stories matter, that this music is worth preserving, and that this community is a place you want to be. Subscribing is your way of making sure you're always in the loop. It means you'll be the first to know when we unearth a forgotten legend, drop a new countdown, or dive into a piece of rock history you've never heard before. So if you're a true fan of the lore, if you get that same feeling of discovery that I do, then come join us. It takes 1 second to be a part of something bigger. When Jim Gold and his band Gallery released Nice to Be With You, it was the perfect soft rock anthem for a post-hippie America, still chasing love, peace, and mellow grooves. The song climbed to number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100, and for a moment, it felt like Gallery might take their place among the era's folk rock mainstays. But the lightning never struck again. Their follow-up singles lacked the easy charm of their breakout, and the industry quickly moved on as glam rock and funk took center stage. Still, Nice to Be With You survives as a radio staple, a gentle reminder of a time when simplicity ruled. The journey doesn't end here. Rock warrior, watch this next.